Shabbat Shalom umevorach buchim habayim, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This week we have a double parasha. We have Parashat Matot and Masei. And we also have Rosh Chodesh. This Shabbat, it's Rosh Chodesh AV, which is coming right after. We have the 9 days, and then Tisha B'Av, which hopefully this year we have Mashiach before, and we won't have a Tisha B'Av, and we won't be fasting, we'll be celebrating the Geula Shelema. But in this parasha, the double parasha, I want to speak about the second parasha, Parashat Masei. What does it speak about? It starts with Ele Masei B'nei Yisrael. It speaks about the journeys that Am Yisrael had in the Midbar, from Yitziat Mitzrayim till now, right before entering Eretz Yisrael, 40 years later. And the Torah lists 42 different journeys, 42 different passages that they went through, and it lists every single one. Chazal ask, we know there's nothing extra in the Torah, but why does it have to list all 42? What do I have to learn from 42 different places? It's already written in the past parashiot where they went and where they stopped. It could have just said that Am Yisrael started in one location, ended right before Eretz Yisrael, and they went through 42 Masaot. But in this parasha, it lists every single one, 42 different journeys. What is the reason? And we know there's nothing extra, there's not an extra word in the Torah, so there has to be something that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is trying to teach us. The Shla Kadosh and many others explain something that's a lesson that really we could learn. Every single one of us could learn and take with us. He explains the reason why HaKadosh Baruch Hu lists all 42 passages, all 42 locations that Bnei Yisrael stopped and took a break and camped. It's because just like Am Yisrael had 42 journeys, so too every single one of us in our lives, young or old, through our lifetime, we go through 42 journeys. We go through 42 passages, and journeys could also mean stages. We go through 42 stages in our life. If you look at every person, especially if someone's older and you look through his life, and you really see there's so many stages and different journeys you have in life. We know you're born as a toddler, you become a child, you become a teenager, then you go to yeshiva, you go to college, you go to work, you get married, and then after getting married you have children, you become a grandfather, your children get married. There's all these stages in life. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu is telling us that this is your life, even though sometimes it might be difficult, it might be easy, but you're in a different stage. And every stage that we're in, we have to work on for whatever it is and try to get on to the next stage, Be'ezrat Hashem. Go on to the next passage. We have to realize something from this. That many times, especially when we're young, especially maybe when you're a teenager or you're single, we always think in life sometimes, which is a problem, we always think, what's going to be the next stage? I'm a teenager, I want to be a man already. I'm single, when am I going to get married? When am I going to get married? Single people, all they think about is when they're going to get married. Couples, when they're married, all they think about is when I'm going to have children. When they have children, they think about when is my children's bar mitzvahs? When are they going to get married? When am I going to have grandchildren? Which is a good thing because we know our stages in life. But we have to understand, Rabotai, and I think we can learn this from this parasha. We have to understand that you're right, there's always going to be a next stage of being single to married. But it's very important to understand that while you're single, Hashem wants you to be single right now. And yes, you're going to get married, and obviously doesn't mean not to get married and just to chill. You have to look for your shidduch. You have to look for your zivug. But as long as you're not married, it's because HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't want you to be married yet. And He's telling you right now you're meant to be single. And in Chovot HaLevavot explains that when someone's single, and in one hand he could be sad that I'm alone and I'm depressed. No, while you're single you have less responsibilities. You could work on Avodat Hashem more. You have more time to learn Torah. You have more time to grow. You have more time to focus on yourself. And then Be'ezrat Hashem, when you get married and you don't have a child yet, you could work on the couple. You could work on the zugiyut. You could work on the shalom bayit until you have children. And then once you have children, Be'ezrat Hashem, then you could work on being a parent, then you could work on chinuch, so on and so forth. So we have to realize, for everyone out there, that yes, sometimes we might think we're stuck in a situation, but we're never stuck. Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu put us there for a reason. And we get married at a certain time. We have children at a certain time. Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows what's best for us. So instead of complaining about being single or not having children yet, or still being a teenager, or whatever it is, or not having your dream job, Bnei Yisrael went through 42 journeys, 42 passages, and we have all these stages in life. So we have to appreciate every stage we have. And every stage, there's things you could learn from. There's things you could do extra that you won't be able to do in the next stage. And if we realize this, that every stage that I am in life is meant to be, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants me in this stage, and He wants something for me, our life's going to be so much more simpler. It's going to be so much more easier, with less worries. Because I know now, this is my stage in life. This is where I am. This is the parnasa I have. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu has something much bigger in store for me. So Be'ezrat Hashem, we take this message. We teach this to our children. We teach this to the community. And Be'ezrat Hashem, we'll see Mashiach very soon. This week, the Geula Shelema. Shabbat Shalom, Umevorach, and Chodesh Tov.